Hi there, welcome to Apple World. You realize we live in a universe of online entertainment and simulated intelligence. And this is the very thing that we'll get through. Trust will persevere through pardoning will persevere and we're nearly needed to leave. Variety Purple? Yes, ma'am, who got out whatever. Oprah has at long last tended to the contention over Taraji. Henson apparently calling her out for lowballing her. And it seems as though Oprah is currently causing PR harm control since she's concerned individuals will blacklist Purple on the off chance that you passed up this show. Taraji, who stars in the new Oprah-delivered transformation of Purple, caused disruptions by uncovering that she nearly left the venture over low compensation. Taraji even says she's considering stopping representing Great since she hasn't seen a raise in that frame of mind since around 2018, another unfair limitation when now is the right time to revise. I'm at the base again like I never did what I recently did, and I'm simply drained. I'm worn out anyway, so the web began getting down on Oprah and bringing up that this is precisely the exact thing. Monique attempted to caution everybody about it a long time ago. Taraji bounced on Instagram to say Oprah really upheld her. However, fans are hypothesizing that Taraji was constrained by the studio to post the message since this entire show went down only days before Purple's delivery date, and presently, Oprah herself has tended to the remark in an Instagram post. Yet get this, she switched off the remarks on this post as well as on every one of the posts she shared for the recent weeks. So what's Oprah's clarification for Taraji's nearly leaving Purple? Did she really support her? Is this what her PR emergency group maintains that we should accept? Yet again, it needs to be Oprah's BFF to make you such an old buddy. Well, I am so steady. So the web is turning on Oprah after she tended to the debate encompassing Taraji. Henson's remarks about low compensation. And it seems like people in general have totally lost trust in Oprah to give you some foundation in the week driving up to the arrival of the new Purple revamp co-created by Oprah. Taraji. Henson stood in opposition to pay disparity, influencing dark entertainers, and uncovered that she nearly needed to leave Purple since they attempted to lowball her. I haven't seen a raise in that frame of mind since Glad Mary, and I nearly needed to leave Variety Purple. Yes, ma'am, who expressed out loud whatever. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Since you know, consider the possibility that I don't stand firm. How am I making it simple for Rhapsody, Danielle, Hi, and Felicia? Then why, and for what reason, am I doing this in the event that it's all only for me? What are you doing here? And afterward, in one more meeting with Oprah's dearest companion, Gayle Lord Taraji, they separated, saying she's worn out from being compelled to battle for what she merits. I'm simply burnt out on buckling down, being charitable at what I do, and getting compensated a small portion of the expense. I'm burned out from hearing my sister say exactly the same thing again and again, and Taraji isn't the primary entertainer to talk about this issue. Oscar Victor Viola Davis recently uncovered that, notwithstanding hail as the dark Meryl Road, she actually doesn't get compensated enough for the thing they're getting compensated for, which is half of what a man is getting compensated for. Well, we get most likely a tenth of what a Caucasian lady gets. And I'm number yet again, one on the call sheet, and afterward, I need to go in and hustle for my work on the grounds that I got the Oscar. I got the Emmy, and I finished the 2 Tony of Broadway. I've done off-road. I've done television. I've done film. I've done every last bit of it, and I have a profession that is likely equivalent to Meryl Road. Julianne Moore, we should Sigourney Weaver. They all emerged from Yale. They emerged from July. They emerged from NYU. They had a similar way as me, but I'm not even close to them. Not to the extent that Cash. Up in positions, no place near it except for I need to get on that telephone and individuals say you're a dark Meryl Road. You are, and we love you. We love you. There is nobody like you. Okay then, at that point, on the off chance that there's nobody like me. You believe I'm that, you pay me what I'm worth. And afterward, obviously, there's Monique. One of the interesting business figures who was sufficiently fearless to straightforwardly get down on Oprah and blame her for repudiating her in 2009. Monique offered a public expression guaranteeing that Oprah had successfully closed her out of chances since Monique thought for even a second to request remuneration with respect to a press visit for the film Valuable, which was delivered by Oprah and Tyler Perry and coordinated by Lee Daniels. Oprah and Tyler drew closer to Monique about doing a press visit abroad, yet they informed her there wouldn't be any installment for this. Monique held fast and declined the proposition, and that is when things took a turn very quickly. Features began painting Monique as somebody hard to work with and marked her as troublesome. Yet the main thing Oprah did to address Monique's remarks was to say she would have rather not tended to them since Monique's statement was too regrettable. Back in 2018, Oprah was asked by Worldwide Drudgery for what reason she never freely tended to Monique's allegations, and Oprah said it's unthinkable. It's a regulation that, assuming you meet negative with negative, you will simply have a combustive negative power of energy. In those days, a parcel of individuals accepted Oprah's story about Monique being negative, and other industry figures freely reprimanded Monique for getting down on Oprah and Tyler Perry. One of them was Steve Harvey, who said on his public broadcast that there's nothing he can accomplish for Monique since she severed such a large number of ties anyway. When Steve later welcomed Monique to his show, Monique uncovered him for being too confrontational and uncovered that Steve told her in confidential terms that he concurred with her but was excessively terrified to help her openly. I was named troublesome by my significant other, and I and my better half are Sydney, who is my supervisor. We got marked as troublesome on the grounds that I said a single word, and that was no. Currently, I have said no to a few extremely influential individuals. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I expressed no to Tyler Perry. I expressed no to Lee Daniels, and I expressed no to Lion's Entryway. What I would have appreciated from my sibling was had you gotten the telephone before you went on the air and said, Monique, you've consumed an excessive number of extensions and there's nothing I can do. See, I would have appreciated had my sibling hit me up and said, child, we should talk since you doing that was a piece of me being troublesome, yet not before that. However, yes, child, you all realize my significant other did nothing out of sorts, except for none of you all continuously progressively was sufficiently able to go openly and say we can't blame everything on our sister yet, now that she stood in opposition to being lowballed on Oprah's undertaking. Fans are at last giving Monique sets for freely conflicting with Oprah anyway. The story went in a new direction after virtual entertainment was overwhelmed with negative remarks about Oprah, so only days after Taraji's meeting became a web sensation, Taraji shared an Instagram post lauding Oprah and guaranteeing she's only been strong. Taraji shared a photograph of her and Oprah presenting during the Purple press visit and wrote in the subtitle, Miss Oprah has been nothing under a consistent and strong signal of light to all of the cast of the Variety Purple. She has given consolation, direction, and resolute help to every one of us. She told me by and by to contact her for anything I wanted, and I did it, accepted one call, one discussion, and one dynamic person of color to cause me to feel appreciated. Thank you, Miss Oprah, for all that you do. Anyway, the message didn't land with fans, and a considerable lot of them are persuaded Taraji was compelled to post this on the grounds that Oprah and the studio were likely stressed over Purple slumping. One fan remarked on tə-RAH-jee's post, Musk got the call once individuals began seeing the non-verbal communication on TikTok. We actually don't F with Oprah. However, love you to tə-RAH-jee, and another fan composed blig 2 times in the event that she or the business is making you say this. So when this didn't work, Oprah attempted to cause some harm control herself and shared an Instagram post with a long message about Taraji. Oprah composed, I've long respected Taraji. She can cause you to giggle, cry, cheer, and feel in the middle. Yet I couldn't really understand she could sing Taraji the entertainer, a power Taraji the vocalist, a total disclosure. She then, at that point, lauded Taraji's depiction of Suge Avery and added, Taraji, the stage is presently yours, and I, as of now, see the deeply heartfelt applause for you. I'm wildly inviting Raji to the Purple Sisterhood, and I can hardly sit tight for you to meet her variant of Suge. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.